the new hairy arse centre back, 6'4", tick. Centre back, tick. Surely has a hairy arse. There was a picture actually of the medical that Town put out, which looked very much as if that check was being carried out. So hopefully that's a big tick there in her suit posterior. Stuart Watson, they've signed Cameron Burgess from Accrington Stanley, 6'4", towering centre back. This is the big hairy arse you were after. Your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that the hairy arse is there for Cameron Burgess. We'll try and get to the bottom of that.
Hey!
He's got to, hasn't he? Look at him. I think he won more aerials than anyone else in League One last season. This is the big hairy ass centre back that I've been after. I think Edmondson might tick a few of those boxes as well, and they look like they'll be the centre half partnership once both fit and up and running. Burgess clearly is there because Paul Cook's already revealed that he's going straight into the team for the game at Cheltenham tomorrow night. And that back four with Hayden Coulson to come into it at left back, you would imagine is going to look very different pretty soon. So, yes, I think all good. They talk about sort of attacks win games and defences win championships. And if Ipswich can get that defensive base sorted going forwards, get that, you want to see, of all the partnerships on a football pitch, I think your two centre halves, you get them bedded in, and that you want to see two centre halves, rolling out game after game and playing 44, 45, 46 games. If they can get there, Ipswich, I think the rest can hopefully follow.
What do you make of Burgess, Hutchie? What are you expecting from him? Stu's already alluded there to the fact he's won the most aerial battles in League One, so he's clearly decent in the air, as you'd expect from a centre half. But what do you hope he can bring to the team that Town haven't got at the moment?
Yeah, he ticks the boxes there, doesn't he? He's a big boy. He can win his headers. He's left-footed, so some balance, which is a good thing. He did play a lot of his football on the left of a back three for Accrington last season, so a slight change in role potentially. And I watched a fair bit of Town's game at Accrington from last March back last night, and he had a few tough moments in there. He gave away the free kick, which led to Ipswich's second goal. He was beaten in the air by James Norwood for that really good header that he scored. So, but he also dealt with Keenan Bennett, who was his direct man on the left of a back three. Keenan Bennett was kind of his direct man that was on him and getting in at the defence, and he dealt with Keenan pretty immaculately, actually. Or Keenan, as we know, not the most sort of smooth, rounded of players there, but he dealt with the threat of him really quite well. On the ball, I'll be honest. We've all only seen this guy play twice. We would have seen him possibly in both. He played both the Accrington games last season. His first real season of League One football, played 50 odd games, and he's clearly a very solid League One defender, and I don't think that's a problem at all. I think that's exactly what they needed.
Him and Edmondson together, 6'4", 6'3". We're going to have to come up with a nickname, I think, for them. The Blue Wall or something like that. It was the Orange Crush, wasn't it? The Denver Broncos defense, and they had the Purple People Eaters from Minnesota. So we need some sort of nickname for the back four.
Let's let them show that they deserve being called the Blue Wall first.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'll be honest. Look, they've been signed, and I do think that this will be the pairing, Edmondson and Burgess, whenever they're able to get them on the field. But I don't think they're impenetrable. I don't think it's a closed shop. I think they're going to have to perform, and there's no reason why they won't. They've got all the attributes between them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them play together. But
I'll tell you what, they've got to get Janoy Danassian out the side first. The Renaissance continues. I thought he had another really good game on Saturday with Burton were chucking long throws into the box, and we talked about their style of play. You mentioned Wolfenden being a bit casual, but Janoy's looked very much the centre half that Paul Lambert always insisted that he was, and we kind of sort of poo-pooed that a little bit, thinking, well, Paul hasn't seen him play since he was at Villa as a kid, and he'd gone away and played mainly fullback everywhere since. But I think he's been one of Ipswich's better players over the first couple of games since coming on for Toto injured in the first match. He's he's been decent.
So do you go with him instead of? Clearly, someone's dropping out of this side. Do you go with Donatian then?
It's a big call, that, isn't it? Who partners Burgess at Cheltenham tomorrow night?
Do you want to think about that, boys? Because that's on my list for a little bit later on. Cheltenham. Let's not jump the gun, shall we? Let's finish with Cheltenham. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Rossi, they've made 15 signings, most of which have been in the attacking forward positions. Is there a danger here that Paul Cook's got a real job in his hands to keep players happy? Because not only can they not all play in those 4 forward positions, they can't even all sit on the bench when they're all fit.
Well, yes and no, but I think you need depth for League One. 46 league games, got cup games if you fancy getting far on that, although Paul Cook seems he doesn't care about that. So yeah, it's going to be a big season ahead. Injuries, and as we know, we've got a curse of injuries, so
let's keep them fit first before we worry about keeping them happy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, keep them fit before making them happy. But I'm just happy that we're signing a centre half now, and he is the hairy ass defender. And fun fact, I'm using this off wiki, so it could be wrong, but he's a 3rd generation footballer. His granddad was a footballer, and his dad was a footballer, of course, mainly in Scotland. But little fun fact there for you.
Do you mean professional footballer?
Yeah,
because I think most people would be 4th or 5th generation footballers. If it just counts that your dad had a kick around in Sunday League football.
Scottish football people don't really count that as professional football, but I think it is.
I'm
not saying it is. I like it. I'm a Ross County fan. Ross County, up the Ross County.
That's Ross Halls who just said that. Everyone
talking about Scotland. The last time Ipswich had a left-footed warrior centre half. Christoph Berra, if he can get anywhere near those sort of levels for Ipswich Town, they'll have done all right.
Another fun fact.
Go.
He made his professional football debut at Portman Road. Cameron Burgess.
Cameron Burgess, did he?
Yeah, for Fulham on their opening day of the 14-15 season.
Was it 2-0 Town that day?
2-1.
2-1.
Live on Sky.
Live on Sky, of course, yeah. Boys, we should also...
Was that when Ballantbiner went off at half-time because he was a bit tired? And and didn't start again in a league game. And was that when Fulham had... Was it Felix McGath?
Little Felix with his little glasses.
Moly-looking man with his glasses who didn't last very long, did he? He had the sort of the Capello dictatorship going on at Fulham.
That's the very same. Interestingly, Burgess played as a holding midfielder that day rather than a centre back, but very much the left-sided centre back now.